So, hi friends, I'm back with another video, right? So, this time I'm pretty much early because just few minutes back I've uploaded one particular video. This video is another case study. Once I've started uploading case study videos, there has been so much of response and so much of love from you people. I need to thank you for that. So many students have called me, and there were calls, there were messages, and they were asking me like, please try to make more videos on case studies. Anyway, once a student asks, as a teacher, do I need anything more important than to do that, right? So thereby, based on students' demand, I'm coming up with another video, especially on case study. Now, this time, what I've done is this case study has been taken from RTP, the new RTP, which has been released by ICAI for CA final, new syllabus. Okay, CA final, new syllabus students. In that way, it will be useful for them, right? So there's a big case study actually. It's very big. Okay, it's a lengthy case study. But anyway, as you know, for CA final new syllabus students, the case study is going to be for 20 to 30 marks. So there is no escaping, guys. So 30 marks is not a small amount. So you have to definitely, put some efforts to actually get these marks. Okay, right. Without further wasting any time, let's get into the case study. So this case study is based on RTP. So what you have to go is that go to ICA website. In ICA website, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, go to Board of Studies portal, Board of Studies knowledge portal. There you go for new syllabus, right? In that new syllabus, you'll be finding subject. The new name of AMA is Strategic Cost Management and Performance Evaluation. And there you'll find RTP, which is for May 2018. You download that RTP. In this RTP, this question will be there. Now I'm talking about second question in the RTP. Okay. So those who already got the material, no worries. You can just open up your material. You can keep it ready and you can follow. Those who don't have this material, I know you will be having internet. Otherwise, you will not be watching this YouTube video. So what you do is that open up the website ica.org. There you'll be finding Board of Studies Knowledge Portal, or you can directly search it in Google. Like you need Board of Studies Knowledge Portal of ICA. There you'll be getting new syllabus. Under that, you go for strategic cost management and performance evaluation. You have RTP May 2018. In that, I'm talking about second question. I think I do have a Telegram channel. So in that Telegram channel also, the Telegram channel name is PK Sir. You can search with PK Sir or CA Prasanna Kumar Sir. You'll be finding a Telegram channel. You just add there. I'll try to upload this particular document in that Telegram channel so that it will be useful for you to watch my videos with the help of those documents. Okay. So far, I haven't uploaded. Sorry for that because I was pretty busy. No, I was not finding time, but now I'll ensure that this is given due importance that it actually deserves. Okay, guys. Right. So now, without wasting any time, let's go with the case study. Right now, chalo. So let's start with the case study. Here it goes. So have a look into the case study, guys. Right. This is second case study. The concept is Six Sigma and cost of quality. Now, those who don't know what is the concept of Six Sigma and what is the concept of cost of quality, there is a video that I've made on Six Sigma. You please go and watch that video of Six Sigma, must and should. Before you come to this particular video, please watch the video of Six Sigma, which I've done it. So close this video straight away, search for Six Sigma in my YouTube channel, watch it, and then come back. Regarding cost of quality, unfortunately, I haven't made a video so far. So unless you know the concept of cost of quality, you will not be able to appreciate this particular case study in full Monte. Okay, so that's the disclaimer. So keep that in mind. Okay, without wasting any further time, let's get into this case study. So what is this? Absolute Singapore Limited manufactures electronic components for washing machines in an assembly line. Recent market study, recent market survey reports indicate erosion of its clientele. Feedback taken from customers suggests that the company's products were not of good quality. ASPL is concerned because its competitors have been able to achieve zero defect performance in terms of nil sale returns on account of quality and nil subsequent warranty cost. Okay, subsequent warranty cost. Therefore, the competitors enjoy huge customer loyalty. To satisfy its customers, the company ASPL wants to improve its product quality. Consequently, it has decided to undertake Six Sigma study of its operations. Then what else you have got? So below is the additional information given about ASPL's operations. Yearly sales of electronic components are 25,000 units at 20,000 each. So that's the selling price. Of these, 1% sales are returned due to quality issues. Pretty bad. These are scrapped and a replacement is made by the company. In addition, each product is under warranty for 1 year after sales. If a claim is accepted under warranty, service and replacement of parts is done free of cost. So that's obvious. Current yearly warranty claims, these are separate from sales returns, which is also representative of the average yearly warranty claims amount to 30 lakhs per annum, right? So what else? Right, here we go. Quality control check and inspection is carried out directly at the assembly line. There is no quality check done at any point in the entire workflow. Total time spent on inspection is 2000 hours in a year, which costs the company 10 lakhs per annum. Inspection leads to 10% rejection, that is 2525 units. These units require only one cycle of rework, after which they are ready for sale. Rate of rework in the units rejected on the inspection at the assembly line is 5 units in 1 hour. Cost of rework is 6250 per hour. Okay. So what else? The variable cost of electronic component is 12,500. The Six Sigma team, as a part of its study, found that rework on products was mainly due to the following reasons. So what are the problems? Let's see. I think this will be interesting. First problem is assembly line workers, including new hires, which means those who have been given job new employees, learned on the job as to how to assemble the input material to produce final electronic component. This led to many errors due to lack of proper standardized training. Therefore, on account of these errors, the entire electronic component has to be assembled again. Pretty bad. Substandard quality of raw material is detected on inspection only at the assembly line. By this time, the defective material is already fitted into the final electronic component. Therefore, entire component has to be reworked upon to replace the defective raw material input. And the last one is machines are outdated and are not entirely suitable for the current production methodology. Okay, so they have identified the problems as per Six Sigma and they have given the solution as well. Right, let's look at the solution. So proposed solutions to tackle these issues are as follows. Provide training to assembly line workers to train them on the production methodology. This training is expected to standardize workflow, thereby reducing errors. Such training programs will be held regularly to update the workers on new methodologies. These programs can also serve as employee feedback sessions about the actual working conditions at the assembly line. This two-way communication can improve and streamline the production process. Brainstorming can help detect or give heads up about potential problems in the production process. Total training hours in a year are expected to be 5,000 hours, costing 1,000 rupees each hour. Then currently poor quality of raw material input is detected only on inspection at the assembly line. This results in wastage of resources in terms of material, time and capacity. In addition to the existing inspection at the assembly line, a new functional area for quality planning and improvement is proposed to be set up. At the time of procurement, the department will determine the appropriate quality of raw material input, ensure that suppliers supply material as per these requirements, as well as suggest alternatives that can help improve product quality. By ensuring quality of raw materials at the beginning of the production process, wastage of resources is wastage of resources is reduced, if not can be eliminated. Very good. Cost of setting up such a facility will be 1 crore 50 lakhs. In addition to this facility, inspection will continue at the assembly line. This ensures complete quality check during the entire production cycle. At the same time, due to introduction of the new functionality for quality control, the pressure on resources for inspection at the assembly line would reduce. Current machines should be replaced entirely with new machines. Old machines can be sold for negligible amount as scrap. New machines would cost 3 crore 60 lakhs, having a life of 3 years. Implementation of the above three solutions can have the following impact. So what is the impact? Rework of products can be entirely eliminated. Very good. Sales returns will reduce from 1% to 0% due to better quality of products. Okay. Yearly warranty claims will reduce from 30 lakhs to nil per annum. With the introduction of new facility, time required for inspection at the assembly line would reduce from 2000 hours to 1200 hours. Cost of inspection to do quality check at the assembly line would reduce from 10 lakhs per annum to 6 lakhs per annum. Due to better quality, ASPL can build better reputation with the customers, which can further yield additional sales of 5,000 units per year. So you are required to. You are the management accountant at ASPL. As a part of the Six Sigma project implementation team, you are requested to evaluate proposals suggested by the Six Sigma team, and the team has used DMAIC technique to assess quality improvements. So it was quite clear in the question. So what is this DMAIC? What is this DMADV? These are all the two methodologies which you will use to implement Six Sigma. If you want to get more clarity, as I told you, I've already made a video on Six Sigma. You please go watch that video and then come back. At least you will be able to appreciate this particular case study better, because at least I've made that video. You also need to know, or you also need to have a knowledge on cost of quality as well. But if you don't have it, at least I've made Six Sigma video so that at least you'll be able to appreciate this solution better, right? So we are done with this question. Okay, I hope you guys have seen the question. So let's start answering. Okay, guys, so let's start with the solution. Okay, now the thing is, the question was quite clear, and he has definitely mentioned that you, as a management accountant, as a part of Six Sigma project implementation team, you are required to evaluate proposals suggested by Six Sigma team. So ultimately, what has been asked in the question is you need to evaluate the proposals made by Six Sigma team, and the team has used this method DMAIC. Okay, what is that? We'll see. Anyway, right, shall we start? So this is the ultimate target of the question: evaluate the proposals made by Six Sigma team. So before you start watching this video, you pause now, go back, read the question, okay, at least 3 times, because it's a big question. If you really need to appreciate the answer, entire question should be there in your memory. Only then you'll be able to, appreciate the answer. So I want you guys to go back or pause the video. Anyway, I've go back to the video. You try to rewind it and then read the question at least 3 times. Once you're pretty sure that the entire question is there in your memory, only then you come to the solution, so that you'll be able to, appreciate the solution better. Trust me, guys, in this manner. Trust me in this particular matter. So you just go, rewind, read the question thrice, and then come back. Okay, right. Now I hope you guys are back now. Okay, in that case, chalo. So let's move on, guys. Now the point is, anyway, in the question it has been quite clear that DMAIC technique has been used by the Six Sigma team. So what do you mean by DMAIC? D stands for define, M stands for measure, A stands for analyze, I stands for improve, and C stands for control. What are these? Anyway, I've explained you in the Six Sigma conceptual video. You can go there and you can see. Now let's start straight away applying. So let's start with the first one. What is the first one? Define. What do you mean by define? Actually, define means you need to define the problem. You need to define the problem as well as project goals. What are the goals of the project? You got to define it, and customer requirements. This is what you need to do in this particular step. Define the problem, project goals, and customer requirements. So now let's see what has happened in this question. Now you better have the question document in front of you when I'm trying to answer, so that you will be able to, appreciate the solution. Have the question document in front of you, or have the question document in physical form or digital format. It doesn't matter. Okay. So whether it is digital or what, it is there in physical copy, doesn't matter for me. But please do have the question in front of you when I'm trying to give the solution. So let's go with the solution. Anyway, he has asked you to explain this DMAIC. So first I started with the first one, define. So what is actually given in the question? Now look at the question, all of you. If you look at the question, the customer's feedback indicates that product quality requires improvement, isn't it? There's a dissatisfaction, a lot of dissatisfaction, because that's the reason you're having sales returns, right, Nana? As well as you're having warranty claims, sales return as well as warranty claims. So this actually indicates that there has been a lot of what is that dissatisfaction with respect to customers. On the contrary, this is what is happening in your company. But on the contrary, the competitors has got no sales returns, absolutely no sales returns, right? So what you need to understand here is, on account of poor quality, you are having a lot of sales returns as well as warranty claims. Whereas your competitors are absolutely having no sales returns and then no warranty claims, which means what's actually happening, what is the basic problem here? Because in the first step you have to define the problem. I am defining the problem right now. So in a kind of industry, where your competitors are achieving 100% quality, right? This ASPL company is facing quality issues. This is the problem, right? It is facing quality issues. So you are having sales returns, you are having warranty claims, whereas your competitors are not having sales returns, they are not having warranty claims. Are you able to get me? And they are achieving 100% quality. All your competitors, so in an industry of 100% quality, you are facing what? Quality issues. This is the problem. Are you able to get me? And this problem needs to be addressed. Obviously, you have to address it. If you fail to address, this particular problem, okay, which means if you fail to solve, then you'll be going out of business. Who will be going out of business? Obviously, ASPL. Okay, so the goal of the project is to identify what is the sigma level at which the company is operating right now. So we need to find out what sigma level. If you have watched that video, you know that there are 6 different types of sigma levels: 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma, 4 sigma, 5 sigma, and 6 sigma. So we need to identify what sigma level the company is operating right now. What sigma level the company is operating as of now. First, we need to identify this, okay? And then accordingly, we'll suggest what? Improvements. Once you know at what level they are, 1 sigma or 2 sigma, whatever it is, we'll suggest what? Improvements to the production process. Why are we suggesting improvements? Very simple, to achieve 6 sigma. So that is the target, to achieve 6 sigma. Are you able to get me? Right? Okay, done. So we are done with the first part of the question. I mean, first part in the sense, the first step. What is that? Define. Okay, let's go to the second one. Right. What is the second one, Anna? Let's try to answer the second one. D, after that M. M means measure. So you need to measure what? You got to measure current performance. What do you mean by measuring current performance? Because anyway, I told you that we need to identify which Six Sigma level that the company is operating right now. If you need to identify which Sigma level, not Six Sigma level, which Sigma level the company is operating. So which means we need to find out whether it is 1 Sigma or 2 Sigma or 3 Sigma or 4 or 5 or 6. For that, you need to measure the current performance. Okay. So we need to identify the indicators of poor quality, so that what is the Sigma level of current operations? That's what we need to find. What is the sigma level of current operations? This is what we are trying to find. Okay, so let's try to find it. So current performance, it's focusing on quality. So what are the issues that they are facing? First one, sales returns. Now the biggest question that you may ask is, how can we find what sigma level of current operations? If you watch my video where I've explained the concept of Six Sigma, I was talking about something called defective percentage. Defective percentage. Now I'm going to use this as a base to identify what sigma level the company is operating. So that's the reason I'm started taking sales returns. Next, I'll go for warranty claims. As that, I'll try to identify the defective percentage as a percentage of turnover. Once I'm done with it, then I'll be able to identify and say whether the company is in 1 sigma level or 2 sigma level or 3 sigma or 4 sigma or 5 sigma. Obviously, it can't be 6 sigma. Okay. Right. Anyway, so what is the basis through which I'm gonna identify which sigma level the company is operating right now? It's gonna be defective percentage. This is the basis. So let's start with the first one. That's the reason I started with sales returns. So as you can see, if you look at the question, sales returns are 1% of total sales. That's what he has given, isn't it? So it is 1% of what? Total sales. Right, Nana? Which is pretty bad. Okay. Now, if you see the gross sales, how much is the gross sales in the question? The gross sales is 25,000 units, and it is selling at a selling price of 20,000 per unit, right? Therefore, if you look at the total gross value or gross sales, 25,000 units into 20,000 per unit, it comes around 50 crores. It comes around 50 crores. Okay. Now, in that, if 1% is sales returns, it comes around 50 lakhs, isn't it? Which means almost 50 lakhs means you divide it with selling price per unit. I think almost you'll be getting 250 units value. That's the value of sales returns. Okay. So the cost of poor quality on account of these sales returns, obviously what you'll be losing is variable cost, isn't it? Whenever sales return is happening, ultimately the loss to the company is what? Variable cost. And it was given in the question that variable cost is 12,500 per unit. Whereas your selling price is how much? 20,000 per unit. So this is an avoidable cost amounting to how much? 12,500 is avoidable cost because you can avoid the variable cost, which will amount to 12,500 into how many units are getting returned. Yeah, so it will come around I think 31 lakh 25,000. Okay, because anyway 50 lakhs is what's happening, right, with respect to the sales, which is 1%. 50 lakhs is nothing but 100%, which is the sale value in that, which represents 20,000. So 250 units into what? 12,500 should give you what? 31 lakh 25,000, right? Which accounts for 0.63% of sales. How did you get this 0.63%? 31 lakh 25,000, which is the avoidable variable cost, divided by the total turnover is 50 crores into 100 will give you 0.63%. You got it? So this is the first thing. You keep this point in mind because our ultimate target is to identify defective percentage as a percentage of turnover of sales. So first we started with sales returns. The next one will be obviously warranty claims. Okay, because our target is to identify defective percentage. So what do you mean by warranty? Warranty is an undertaking given by the company to repair the electronic component free of cost. If defect occurs, for example, within a specific period of time, as a result, when the customer files a claim, the warranty claim, it is accepted by the company, and which means it reflects that there has been a problem with the quality of the product. As a result, it is a liability, isn't it? Warranty is a liability for the company, and obviously it should be minimum. This has to be minimum. But if you look at ASPL's competitors, it is zero. The warranty claims of what? Zero. And based on the question, you can see that warranty for the product for 1 year from the date of sales is how much? Almost it is 30 lakhs. You can look at the question for ASPL. It is 30 lakhs, which means I think it will form around 30 lakhs divided by 50 crores is the total turnover, right? Into 100. Because I need to find the defective percentage, which will come around 0.60%. Here it comes around 0.63%. So if you add these two, which one you need to add? 0.63% and 0.60%. If you add these two, it comes around 1.23%. So 1.23% of current sales, if it is a defective percentage, then it means that the company is operating between 3 sigma and 4 sigma level. Finally, we have identified this. Okay. Whereas the rest of the industry, is working at 6 sigma level. Whereas this particular Moku company is working at what? 3 sigma level and 4 sigma level, which we have identified with the help of defective percentage as a turnover of sale, as a percentage of turnover, obviously, right? Therefore, there is a tremendous scope for improvement in what? ASPL's operations. You got this? Right, chalo. So we are done with this as well. So obviously, what should be the next one that we should be? I hope you guys have got this. So what we have done is that we went with sales returns, we went with warranty claims, we tried to find out the defective percentage as a percentage of turnover so that we can identify what sigma level they are operating. And finally, we were able to identify that they were operating between 3 sigma as well as what? 4 sigma level. Isn't it? That's really cool. Whereas the rest of the industry, all their competitors are operating at what? 6 sigma level, which is really bad from ASPL's point of view. Okay. So we're done with first step, define the problem. And the second step, obviously, measure the problem. We have measured it and we came to know that it is 1.23% of the turnover. And as a result, the company falls between 3 sigma level and 4 sigma level. So the third point is analyze. Let's go for it. Third point is analyze. Okay. So what is that we are going to analyze? Very simple. What is the cause of poor quality? What is the reason for poor quality? So if at all you're going to focus on quality, what's going to happen? So for that also Six Sigma team has already given us the answer, isn't it? Six Sigma team has already answered those things. And that has been given in the question, isn't it? Let's look at the answers. First of all, problem 1. What is the first problem? Assembly line workers, you please look into the question. You please look into the question. Look at the question document, either in digital format or in physical format, whatever. Look at the question, guys. Don't look at the solution. Look at the question now. So if you look at the question, problem 1 is assembly line workers, including the new hires, learnt on the job as to how to assemble the input material to produce the final electronic component. This led to many errors due to lack of proper standardized training, and therefore on account of these errors the entire electronic component has to be assembled again. This is the first question, first problem given in the question. Next, problem 2. Now again you look into the question, look into the question, look into the question. Problem 2. Substandard quality of raw material is detected on inspection only at the assembly line. Inspection leads to 10% rejection of units. By this time, the defective material is already fitted into the final electronic component. Therefore, the electronic component has to be reworked upon to replace the defective raw metal input. Okay. Then next one is problem 3. Now again, you look into the question. What is problem 3? Machines are outdated and they are not entirely suitable for current productive methodology. Okay. These are all the 3 problems. Okay. Now let's try to solve this. Okay. Okay, so now that we have identified the problems, now what we're going to do is that the above factors which we have seen, the 3 problems, they result in rework of the products, which is nothing but internal failure cost. Okay, for your kind information, what is this internal failure cost? Totally, there are 4 types of cost of quality. Cost of quality means to maintain quality, you'll be incurring 4 types of cost. Okay, right. One is prevention cost. The other one is appraisal cost. The other one is internal failure cost, and the other one is external failure costs. Okay, so when you have a problem where you are reworking on products, when you are reworking, it is an example of internal failure. So you don't know the concept. If you don't know the concept, just follow blindly. But if you already know the concept, what is cost of quality, what are prevention costs, what are appraisal costs, what are internal failure, what are external failure, then there is no problem. Obviously, you can follow it better. But if you don't know the concept, I'm sorry because I haven't made a video on that. Probably I'll make a video within a day or two. Then you won't have a problem with respect to understanding this thing. Okay, right, chalo. Now, so it's an internal failure cost. So what are the things? As you can see in the question, so one is here with respect to the to maintain the quality, they are incurring 2 types of cost. One is cost of inspection. If you look at the question, because they're trying to inspect things. Other one is cost of rework. Okay. This is nothing but internal failure cost. Both of them is internal failure cost. Now, how many units are reworked upon 2525? I think he has reworked totally 2525 units. Yeah, that's what is given in the question. 2525 units. Okay. And time required to rework 2520 units per year is 2520 units divided by 5 units per hour. Okay, 5 units per hour, which gives rise to 505 hours per year, right? So cost of rework is actually costing you 6,250 per hour. So cost of rework, how much is that? It's given in the question that 6,250 per hour, which means total cost of rework per year is equal to, I think 6,250 per hour into 505 hours, which gives rise to 31,56,250 rupees. 31,56,250 rupees is nothing but the cost of rework for the total year. Okay. In addition to that, you have in addition to the cost of rework, you also have inspection cost. As you can check in the question, there is something called inspection cost. So how much is inspection cost? It is for 2000 hours. Inspection cost is for 2000 hours at the assembly line, and it is said in the question that it cost you 10 lakhs per annum. It has been given in the question that inspection cost will be 10 lakhs per annum. So therefore, total cost of quality is equal to cost of rework plus cost of inspection, which is equal to, already we have calculated 31,56,250 plus 10 lakhs, which is cost of inspection. The total cost comes around 41,56,250 per annum. You got this? This is the total cost of quality. Right, Nana? Obviously, it is nothing but internal failure cost. You got this? That's what has been given in the question. Okay? Right, chalo, we are done with it. So we are done with the third step, which is analyze. Let's go with the next one. So we have analyzed the problem. Now we need to improve. Improve means we need to provide solutions to these problems. Okay? Let's go with the fourth step. So what is fourth step, Nana? Improve. So improve means what we need to improve. You got to reduce errors. Okay? Reduce errors. And you need to improve quality of the product. You got to reduce the errors and you got to improve quality of the product. So how to improve? As you can see in the question, right now, the cost of resources currently incurred for maintaining the quality, how much is that? Just now we have calculated 41,56,250. You put it on the total turnover, which is 50 crores into 100. How much is cost of quality right now? Around 8.83% of sales, which is, not so big. So if its competitors are able to achieve excellence in quality, so must ASPL, in order to remain in business. Therefore, even the Six Sigma team has already given the solution. As we have already read in the question, they gave us the problems and they gave us a solution as well. So as we have already seen, there are three problems. I hope you could remember. Problem one was these guys are not trained enough. As a result, they were doing some mistakes. Problem two was there was no good inspection. It was delayed. Problem three was all the machines were outdated. So let's try to look at the solution which is given in the question. So solution to problem one. So what is solution to problem one as it is given in the question? Periodic training sessions to educate these new hires and update workers in assembly line on the latest techniques in production. Okay, that's what the solution. So he said that what is the cost? So this will ultimately lead to lower the errors. That's what he told, thereby improving the product quality. Okay. So which means you are actually trying to provide training. Whenever you provide training to maintain quality, it is referred as prevention cost. As we have already seen, there are four types of cost of quality. One is prevention, the other one is appraisal, third one is internal failure, and fourth one is external failure. So when you are actually trying to provide training so that you are trying to prevent something happening, or any error from happening, then that is referred as prevention cost. So according to the Six Sigma team, what is the prevention cost? It is 5,000 hours of yearly training into 1,000 rupees per hour. So what is your prevention cost, Nana? 50 lakhs. Right? This is the solution to problem number 1. Next, solution to problem number 2. What is the second problem? There has been a lot of delay, right, in detection of poor quality. Delay in detection of poor quality. Okay, this was the second problem. It can be resolved as it has been given in the question by giving what? By establishing a new function for quality planning and improvement at the beginning of the process, which helps in early detection without wastage of resources. And cost per year for introducing this functionality. So what functionality? It's a new function for planning and improvement. This is what has been given in the question. I'm just copy pasting what is there in the question. How much is that? 1 crore 50 lakhs is the investment that you need to make. Okay, right, chalo. That is solution for problem number 2. Then solution for problem number 3. Solution to problem number 3. So what is the solution to problem number 3? Replace old machines with newer ones. Okay, and this will cost. So cost of procurement. You got to replace all the old machines with the new ones. So cost of procurement will be 3 crore 60 lakhs. Okay, they have a life, this 3 crore 6 lakhs for a life period of 3 years. So which means per year we need to consider the cost. Per year cost. Per year cost is nothing but annual depreciation, isn't it? Then annual depreciation will be 3 crore 60 lakhs divided by 3, which will be around 1 crore 20 lakhs. Huh? Right. 1 crore 20 lakhs will be your answer per annum, because as you can see, everything we are calculating what? Per annum only. So only this one is for 3 years. So I need to calculate per annum. You got it? So, and it has been given in the question, what are the consequences of implementing these things? I hope you guys have understood this, right? Okay, chalo. Let's look at the consequences, which means what are the things that's going to happen once you implement all these things. He said that the rework of products can be completely eliminated, and sales returns will come down from 1% to what? 0%, which is good. And yearly warranty claims will reduce from 30 lakhs, it will become 0. This is also good. And then what is the next one that he has told in the question? With the introduction of the new facility, time required for inspection at the assembly line, okay, would reduce from 2000 hours to 1200 hours. Okay, and cost of inspection at the assembly line would reduce from 10 lakhs to 6 lakhs per annum. Good. This is good. This is good. And due to better quality, ASPL can build better reputation. And because of good reputation, sales will increase by how many units? 5,000 units per year. Good. So these are all the consequences of actually doing all these things. Okay. So with the company, if it is capable to achieve all these things, all these points, then it will be achieving Six Sigma. That is a point. Okay. So let's have a final quality report cost before and after what's going to happen. Let's have it in a clear way. Right. Now see Nana, carefully. Okay, let me put it down. So cost of quality report. Okay. So particulars, then before improvements, after improvements, what's going to happen? Okay. So here I'll be having two things. One is cost, the other one is percentage of sales. Here also I'll be having cost and percentage of sales. Okay, ready? So before what has happened, after what has happened, let's see what happened to cost of quality. Let's start with the first one. I told you there are 4 different types of cost of quality. One is preventive cost, appraisal cost, internal failure, and external failure. So let's start with the first one, preventive cost. Earlier it was nothing. Okay, but now it is 50 lakhs. You can look into the question, which works around 0.83% of the sales turnover, which is, you got the point? We have already seen that. Next, you have something called under preventive cost, you have got two things. This 50 lakhs, what I've put here, it is nothing but training cost. Okay, which is 5,000 hours into 1,000 per hour. In addition to that, you have an establishment called quality planning and improvement, which cost you 1 crore 50 lakhs, which comes around 2.50% of sales. This also was not there. These two come under preventive cost because you are trying to prevent an error from happening. You are trying to prevent a defect from happening. One is training cost and the other one is quality planning and improvement. So training cost is 50 lakhs. Earlier this was not there, and quality planning and improvement is 1 crore 50 lakhs, which comes around 0.83% and 2.5% of sales. Okay, after preventive cost, next one is appraisal costs. So what about appraisal cost? Earlier you have only one cost, that is inspection cost, isn't it? Under appraisal. So what was the inspection cost earlier? It was 10 lakhs, which was forming around 0.20% of sales. And now he said that it will be reduced to what? 6 lakhs, which will form around 0.10% of sales, right? Then what else? Internal failure cost. Internal failure cost. So what about internal failure cost? Which is nothing but rework, as I already told you. Earlier it was 31 lakh 56,250, which comes around 0.63% of sales. And now he said that it's going to be completely what? Nil. So now it's not going to be there. Next, you have something called external failure cost. So earlier external failure cost or two, one is sales returns. Earlier the sales returns were 31 lakh 25,000, which we have already calculated, which comes around 0.63% of sales again. Then you have something called warranty claims. Even the warranty claims were 30 lakhs earlier, okay, which was around 0.60% of sales, which we have calculated. But now the sales returns are nil. Warranty claims are also going to be what? Nil. So if you calculate the total cost of quality, earlier it comes around 1 crore 2 lakhs 81,250, whereas after implementation of Six Sigma recommendation, it comes around 2 crore 6 lakhs, right? So which means the cost of quality earlier it is 2.06% of sales. Now it is 3.43% of sales. Okay, that's the final framework. As you can see, this is the final framework. Okay, cost of quality report before and after, right, Anna? So cost of quality is 2.06% of sales, of which if you can really observe, in this 2.06%, 1.23% alone is what? External failure cost. As you can see here, 1.23% alone is external failure cost. So external failure cost means, I'll just give you a basic idea. It means that external failure has happened outside the company, so which means your product has gone to the customer, and then from customer you are getting sales returns as well as warranty claims, which means more the external failure cost, it is very bad for the goodwill of the company. Your goodwill is gone from the perspective of, so out of 2.06% of cost of quality earlier, 1.23%, which is nothing but so 1.23% represents what? 0.63% of sales returns and 0.60% of what? Warranty claims. Alone is external failure cost. So which means this has an impact on customer experience and can erode the customer base. So by implementing the Six Sigma team's proposal, what we have done is this external failure cost has been completely eliminated. As you can see, it's completely what? Zero. Let me change the color. It has completely been what? Eliminated, right? This increase in cost of quality proposed to made would be a preventive cost to avoid failure of quality, and the company should now focus on preventing the error such that it ensures that the product is of good quality when it reaches ultimately when it reaches the customer, and this enhances the customer experience and therefore eliminating the scope for all the sales returns and warranty claims and all. And this goodwill, increase in goodwill because of increase in quality, will increase further sales by 5,000 units. You got the point? Therefore, ultimately, because of the sales also, your contribution will increase, right? So let's see what is the improvement in terms of financial position for your company. So what's going to happen? There will be, let me take the red ink, increase in sales, right? As a result, how much is the increase in sales for you guys? So it's gonna be 5,000 units into per unit. What's gonna be the contribution? The selling price is 20,000 minus the variable cost is 12,500. So your contribution is 7,500, which means the total contribution will be how much? I think it comes around 3 crore 75 lakhs. This will be increase in contribution for the company, right? And apart from that, you have eliminated completely the replacement of goods, isn't it? So there has been a savings because of uh, elimination of goods, where you'll be having a savings of 31 lakh 25,000. Then because your replacement of goods, that is sales returns, has been completely what eliminated. So this is saved. Saved means it is a contribution only, na? Saved outflow is deemed inflow. Then warranty. Earlier there used to be a warranty of 30 lakhs. That is also saved. So savings in warranty, savings in sales returns, then savings in rework. Earlier you used to spend 31 lakh 56,000. Now you are not going to spend that. Then savings in inspection cost. Okay, savings in inspection cost. Earlier it used to be 10 lakh. Now it has come down to 6 lakhs. So which means there is a savings of 4 lakhs. So total benefit for you will be 4 crore 71 lakhs 81,250. Total benefit for the company, right? Okay, so that's the total benefit for the company. Let's look at the cost. What are the additional cost incurred? Additional cost incurred to get this benefit. The first one is training cost. So the training cost is 50 lakhs. Correct? You have to train those employees. Next, you have seen something called quality planning and improvement. Quality planning and improvement. So which involves 1 crore 50 lakhs, right? Then what else? Depreciation on machines, annual depreciation, that will be cost per year cost. How much is that? 1 crore 20 lakhs. So if you reduce all these additional costs, there is a net positive benefit. Net benefit of how much? 1 crore 51 lakh 81,250. So which is very good, right? Let me change the color, which is very good from company's perspective, right? There's a net benefit, positive benefit of how much? 1 crore 51 lakh 81,250. So the conclusion is Six Sigma team's proposals are focused on preventing the error from happening, and consequently this quality is getting improved, sales is getting improved, and which is yielding a positive net benefit of how much? 1 crore 51 lakh 81,250 per year to the company. Are you able to get me? So which means obviously you should go ahead with this proposal, right? Chalo. So then we're gonna go to the last one. So what is the last one? DMAIC. So C is missing. So C is nothing but control. We have seen I. I is nothing but improving. So okay, you have improved, and thereby you got a positive net benefit of 1 crore 51 lakh 81,250 per year to the company. Fine, but you have to maintain control in the sense maintain this improvement, maintain this Six Sigma. Are you able to get me? So the training sessions with workers has to be continued, and this quality planning and improvement which you have set up with 1 crore 50 lakhs, it has to be updated with latest production methodologies, and your updated machines which where your outdated machines has been replaced with new machines, right? All these things has to be what updated with latest technology. So if all these things are happening, then definitely your Six Sigma which you have achieved right now with really great efforts will be continued. Got the point? Chal, anyway, that's it, guys. So we are done with this case study. I know it's a big case study. I can understand, but see, 20 to 30 marks, you need to have that patience. Okay. So I took a lot of efforts only to help you guys out in your May 2018 exams of CA final new syllabus. I hope this case study has helped you people. If you have really liked it, Please like and please comment so that I'll understand how it's helping you people. So that if there is any area where I can improve, or if I can make more number of case studies, I'll try to do it. Please comment, guys. Please spend your valuable time, comment and like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. All the best. Rock the exams. I hope this case study will be helping you a bit in your achievement. Thank you.